that could create ventilation, and that then turns into crashes. And I think for Tony, it must have been really hard, because when you race with ventilation, you kind of lose the confidence and you don't trust your foil as much. And so then you're always trying to figure out how much you're allowed to push, and how much, you know, how much strength and power to put on the foil. I think it is really quite tricky when the foil is ventilating a lot. And even if it stops ventilating, then you're always wondering, oh, am I gonna crash if I push too much? But yeah, so.
This is what Tony said yesterday, because foils, he went to the measurer, Bruno, and asked for a change of foils, because there was some damage to the foil that he put on at the beginning of the week. And yesterday, with his older, more proven foil, he said, today I definitely felt my speed coming back. I had some previous ventilation problems with the other foil, and after changing now, I definitely feel better. But even though I know there's not going to be any ventilation, I'm still holding a little bit back, because before all the ventilation, it was really hard on the body, especially the knees. So even now there's no ventilation, he's still expecting it, and it was taking a while for his confidence to come back yesterday. So pretty much exactly what you said. So on his proven equipment, there's that feeling of, you know, once bitten, twice shy. You don't know how hard you can push, because you fear that moment of crashing. Can you relate to that?
Yeah, absolutely. I had a few of these things happening, and it's really frustrating, and it's really hard mentally, especially because you need to focus on something else other than just racing and pushing and speed. You know, we already have so many things to keep track of, and so the foil ventilating is one more thing to add, and so it can be very tricky, and I can fully understand what Tony is going through, and I hope that today he's gonna be feeling great on his foil, and I hope that he shows us a bit of speed and yeah, a good battle with Alex, Lorenzo, and Bruno.
Let's just show you we've got 3 minutes to go, but I think we've got time to show you how the medal series works. So let's just walk you through how we get from the top 10 through to the last 4 for the finals, and then ultimately our medal winners. And I don't know if we can show you that, so we'll keep on going, but I'll just explain it that Tony is one of the lowest qualifiers. He got through the medal series in 10th place. So in this semi-final A, just remember that 3 is the magic number. You need 3 wins to get through the semi-final, and you need 3 wins when you're in the final. So whoever is the first to 3 wins in a semi-final will win the semi-final. Whoever's the first to 3 wins in the final. So if you look at Axel Mazzella, he's got 2 stars next to his points. Those are 2 race wins that Axel Mazzella earns for having gone through the Gold Fleet in 3rd place. Lorenzo Boschetti, he goes through with 1 win, whereas Bruno Lobo from Brazil and Tony Vodicek, who we were just talking about with the ventilation, they go into this with no wins on the board. They're going to have to win 3, the Brazilian and the Slovenian, to break out of this, whereas Axel Mazzella from France, he only needs to win 1 race to book his spot in the final. And if you bear that in mind, that's the same rules that will apply later on in the final. So might sound complicated. It's really not that complicated. Just remember that it's 3 race wins that that get you through to the next round, through to the final, and ultimately decide in the final who's going to win the gold medal. 1 minute 20. Just tell us about those kite choices again, Sophia. What kind of size range are they on, and who do you think is going to enjoy being on the 15 out of these 4 riders?
So I think they went out to the bigger kites, and then they came back in and changed to 50-meter kites because the breeze is building up. It's looking like it's going to be a bit like yesterday, so a good day for 15. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see the start, because since since in the medal series format it's just 4 riders racing at the same time, it's going to be interesting to see if there is anyone choosing to do a port start, and that would save attack for the riders as they would be starting on the opposite tack. And so that's going to be very interesting to see the tactics there and what the riders decide to do on the start.
Well, we've got 15 seconds to go, and it looks like we've got 3 on starboard, which must mean that 1 is lining up on port. And they're still quite far back from the line. It looks like they've got quite a lot of time, and they're all going to be a little bit late. This is quite late for them starting, but anyway, it should be a clear start. And coming behind the rest, it's Bruno Lobo going out on port tack, while it's the other 3, Axel Mazzella, Lorenzo Boschetti and Tony Vodicek, who are going out to the left, and that's who we see in picture. That's Axel Mazzella on the left wearing the yellow. It's Lorenzo Boschetti just going out of picture on the right. So on the left of our picture now, as we see it from above, from the drone shot, it's Axel Mazzella on the left, and it is
Tony Vodicek in the middle with the Kite with SLO. And yeah, we have Lorenzo just on top. Lorenzo and Tony tacking right now.
And you can see that they're already pretty much on ley line going up towards the top of the course. So
as well, and all they're extremely good, and they all have a chance of advancing